Okay, the next selection of Catullus poems, getting us near to the end of the Catullus we're doing. Definitely past the halfway point of the poems, all the poems overall. And yeah, half of it you'll translate a large portion for the sack, and the other half will be that you do ANS. So you have to say the whole thing, but I'll separate the what you have to do in half. And the halfway point is in number 84. I'll talk about all this later. So just some, there was about 5 minutes I had for Friday, which I could not do. And I think I've just got to, we just got to do the, oh, well, hang on, after we will have done the, no, actually, I think I'll do the scansion on the Tuesday and just do, because we'll correct stuff on Tuesday, and Monday can just be listening to the next translations. So 75. So lesbia again. Hook, to hear. To this point would be more appropriate in terms of just the context. My mind, mea mens. So mens is third declension. No, nothing to tell what its gender is when third declension, because masculine and feminine forms are the same. But as I had on the podcast, and also just mottos are good ways to remember it. Carlton's motto, mens sana in corpore sano, that's a good way to remember that mind is feminine, because it's not mens sanus, not mens sanum, it's mens sana. So that's a good way you can remember some third declension genders. My mind has been dragged down. So deducta est, perfect passive. So see also deducta. So mea deducta. Has been, literally taken down, but you'd say dragged down. O lesbia vocative. Bit of strange word order here. So tua klupa. So these are both ablative. By your fault. So it's your fault that my mind has been dragged down. So it has been affected in this way. They've got to do with love, obviously. So atque and ita, in this way, you can just say and so, by its own devotion. So suo, so ablative, officio, literally duty. Devotion would be a good translation when you're talking about love. It itself has destroyed itself. So the mens, the feminine mens ipsa, so rather than ipsa and ipsum, it itself perdidit. So compound of do, dare, dedi, perdo, perdere, perdidi, has destroyed itself. So very good example of two self words. So to itself, but this ipsa is an emphatic adjective. Or I think you could say either pronoun replacing mens or emphatic adjective describing mens. Whereas this say is a reflexive pronoun because the mind has destroyed the mind. So so this would be reflexive pronoun replaces noun subject mens. So when the subject is the same as the object. Then we have a subordinate clause or an ut clause, purpose clause. So ut, so that, yam, now. Then we have neck, so neck here and starting the next line. Neither the mind. Quiet is a word for it can, so literally it may be able to. It can neither, so this would have to be followed, can be just it is able, so it has to be followed by an infinitive, just like a possum would be. To wish, it says to wish to you, but like wish you well. So say if there's a messy breakup, and so it's it's tricky for the, it'd be tricky because you might not want good things to happen to the person. If you may become very good, so si fias, so present subjunctive, you may become optima, very good. So good things happen to you. It's hard for me to wish you well. Nec, nor, again, can it. So this has to, again, this is governed by queat again. Am I able to, or can I love? Desistere amare. So again, you've got, to, can I stop? Stop to love you. So like I say, manete sedere. So stay to sit, stay sitting. Stop loving you. Si facias, if you may do omnia, everything badly. So the tricky situation where if you're like, if you they go their separate ways, and if she becomes successful, it's hard for him to just think about it like any like doesn't have to be Catullus, but just hard for the one party to be happy for one person if good things happen, but if bad things happen, also hard to kind of feel to stop loving them, to feel sorry for them, yeah, at the same time. So 84, just scroll down to there. 84, I'll just go down, so just now this one definitely is about, this one is a bit of a switch away, so more the trivial, as they say, so definitely not anything profound. Again, one of my favorites, this one. So this is about somebody called Arius. I call him Harius, as you'll see. So, and how he speaks. So, DK Bat. He says, now, he has a speech impediment. So, opportunity is commoda, but as he says, opportunity, that's what we'd say in English. The kind of variation to reflect how it's said in Latin is commoda. So he says opportunity, si quando, literally if when, but you can just say whenever. Velet, he wished. It's subjunctive, but you don't have to. You can just translate like it's indicative. Whenever he wished to say commoda, opportunity. So see how there's no H in the Latin and there's no H in the English as well. The next line, et insidious. So here you don't have to say if you wish to say again. It's like saying Jack likes apples, Jill likes pears. Jill pears. You don't have to say the likes again. Et insidious, and for ambush, Arius understood, said. So insidious in Latin becomes ambush in English. Et tum, and then sperabat. He was hoping. Then we have an indirect statement. Say that he, perfect passive, it's deponent, so it's active in meaning, passive infinitive, locutum esse, pp people esse, that he had spoken, literally himself to have spoken, that he had spoken mirifice, adverb, wonderfully. Cum quantum, as much as he could when he had said. This one, this as much as he could. So yeah, so as much as quantum just means as much as, like the word quantity, he could. Cum, when, dixerat, pluperfect, he had said ambush. So Arius thinks he speaks well, is what Catullus is saying. Credo, I believe. Sic mater. This means thus. So thus his mother. Thus his free uncle of him. Um, oh, and then, oh, so there's a full stop there. There really should be, yeah, technically just there's a comma, that's not a complete sentence. Also, thus his maternal grandfather, atque awia, so just the feminine version of an awus, and grandmother, dixit, had spoken thus, thus, thus. So like this, like this, like this. So yeah, so I guess, you know, the reason why people speak with the accents they do is they just like just as toddlers, you would mimic those around you. So your parents or guardians. So that's where your accent, that's where your turns of phrase and things like that. Yeah, definitely be a product of your environment. So that's what Catullus is saying. Ablative absolute. So with this masculine singular ablative understood noun having been sent. So with, you can just say with this man, understood, having been sent in Syriam, into Syria, everyone's ears. So literally ears for everyone. Ore, so something is oral, it's related to your ears. Ears for everyone. Yeah, that's not unlike these possessive datives which you see for like your body parts. You say head for me, eyes for me, body for me, things that relate to you and your identity, name for me. Ears for everyone, you can just say everyone's ears. Had found rest. So this is just a shortened form of requiesco, quiescere, quievi. So rather than saying requieverant, requierant. Had rested, had found rest. There's no and, but just the second verb, you can just add it in. Audibant is just short for audiabant. And they were hearing, so this is both neuter plural. So when you see hike, that's usually these things object. These eadem things object. These same things. Then two third declension adverbs, positive adverbs like fortiter, celeriter, etc. Leniter et leviter. Softly and lightly. Neck turns the next verb negative, and not. Metuebant, they were not fearing. You've got to fear an object. Neuter, plural, talia verba. Such words, sibi, to themselves, postula, such, now this looks like an adverb, but it looks like it agrees with talia verba. Afterwards, just got to scroll down in English. Cum subito, when suddenly, a horribilis nuntius, so second declension, third declension adjective, a horrible message, a furtur, so present passive, so ferro first, and then you just have a furtur, you have the UR to the end, was brought. Then we have an indirect statement, so the accusative, Ionios fluctus, that the Ionian waves, postquam as a conjunction, so don't get that mixed up with post plus accusative, clearly a preposition, and post they are afterwards, which is an adverb. After Arius, iset is short for iset, so pluperfect subjunctive of ao, had gone iluk. So we've often seen hook, hick, stand here. Hook, go here, you know, come, when he hook, come here. So come to here, this place, starting with the letter H. So il hook, like illa illa ilud, is go to that place over there. And if you want to say stand over there in that place, it is il ik, just like you got hick. So hick, hook, ilik, iluk. Hick and hook are much more common. Yeah. So after Arius had gone to there, or just gone there, so the infinitive in the indirect statement is SA. So you don't say to be, you can just say were. Iam known Ionios, now not Ionian, said Hyonios, but Hyonian. So moving on. So yeah, so no ANS hang on, should I? No ANSA. I'll just give you a bunch of shorter poems to listen to today for about 40 minutes. Yeah, we'll do, as I said, we'll do scansion comp on Tuesday, tomorrow. And yeah, I'll do some ANS with you from these on Tuesday. So we'll have a Zoom on Tuesday. 85. This is a very short one, but one of the more sort of quoted ones or famous ones. Okay, so I hate and I love. So both are present, first person singular, active, indicative. As you would have encountered in this vocab test you're studying for at the moment, OD is defective. So just a reminder that defective verbs are three of the tenses, the three tenses on one side of our classroom in form, but the other three in meaning. So they are perfect in form, present in meaning. So that includes principal parts. So the perfect is perfect principal parts. So OD, ODC is I hate, to hate. So it's a perfect infinitive, and yeah, so it looks perfect, but it acts present. So you can't say I have hated. Yeah, it looks like it's I have hated, but it acts as I hate. That's what its defect is. Pluperfect in form, imperfect in meaning. So if you say oderam, that means I was loving, and you can't say I had love. And if you say odero, oderis, oderit, imus, itis, erint, that is not I will have. It looks like that, but it's just I will. So perfect in form, present in meaning. Future perfect in form, future in meaning. Pluperfect in form, imperfect in meaning. I hate and I love. Quare is just another word for why. Faciam, present subjunctive. May I do it or do that? So why do I do these? Why do I hate and love in sort of like equal measure? Fortasse, a variation on the word forsitan in a way. So perhaps requiris, like the word inquire, you ask. Nescio, I do not know. Said, but. Sentio, I feel, that's vocab 30. Literally, I feel to happen. Yeah, it's an infinitive in a sort of understood as an understood accusative. So that it happens, indirect statement. Et excrucio, like excruciating. I am tortured or I am tormented. So a first person present passive indicative verb. So yeah, this is kind of going on a little bit from that last one about yeah, not being able to feel sorry for the person he's broken up with, or to celebrate her successes. 85. So I feel that happens and I am tormented. So he doesn't know why, but he just acknowledges that it's something and that it sucks. Okay. 87. Just go scroll down here. So, oh yeah, here we go. Is that 85? Oh, yeah, it was. Okay, 87. Okay. No woman. Nulla mulier. Potest. That is, she is able. So she is the woman. So no woman can. Always has to be followed by an infinitive. Let's just go to the adverb verse. Can truthfully, is able to truthfully dicere, to say. Then we have an indirect statement again, accusative, that she say, that she herself, that the woman, that is. Amatam. So that is often in poetry, you'll find that the form of essay is cut out. So it means having been loved, but yeah, if you see an accusative and you see in a Martam, there's a good chance, there could be a good chance that the form of SA, which is actually SA here because it's a indirect statement, accusative infinitive, is cut out. So perfect passive infinitive, that she had been loved. Tantum quantum, so just as much as mea, my lesbia, amata est, perfect passive, had been, was loved or has been loved, me, by me. Fuit can mean he, she, or it was or has been, but I think there has been sounds a little better here. And by the way, I've just colored them. I don't know why I made the lines purple, but yeah, just to show the different, the 2 lines in English is 1 line in Latin. There has been would sound better. There has, it says there has ever been no trust, but you can just say never. Okay, so just imagine if you said, there has been no trust ever. There has been no trust ever. Yeah, you just say never. So there has never been fuit numquam, fides, a trust, tanta, so great. So now fides is 5th declension, and they are mainly feminine. So that's why it says tanta, not tantus or tantum. In any commitment. So ulo goes with foidus, foiders, which is neuter. So that's neuter ablative singular. So yeah, literally from with by, but you just add a in would sound better. Yeah. In any, literally it's a treaty, but they're saying like a relationship commitment. So again, tanta quanta, just like we had a tantum quantum, as much as mine, mea. So I think this is like my fides, so feminine again, just like it has nulla fides, mea fides. Mine literally was found from apart. Reperta est, so still feminine, was found ex parte, from apart. But yeah, the meaning it's trying to get at is kept on my side. In tuo amore, literally in your love, in my love for you. So what he is saying is with Lesbia, he was, he couldn't have been more committed to her. 92. Okay. We'll do about 10 more minutes with this. So I have the 5 minutes I recorded on for Friday's one, if you can get to, and this one will be about 30 something odd. And 92. Scroll up a bit. Scroll down here. I should get through these next 2. Okay. It should be, I don't know what it says ad lesbia, but yeah, so anyway, it's to lesbia again. Lesbia. Me is short for mihi, says to me, or says, speaks to me. Semper, always speaks to me, always speaks male to me, so adverb, always speaks badly to me. Nec, so it's like saying et non, turns the next verb negative. And, nec can be et non. If you say net et non umquam, you can just say et numquam. So you can just say, and never, tacet is quiet. You can say like, never shuts up about me. Day may, so he's always talking about me. Literally not ever is quiet. But I think, I think never shuts up sounds good. It's what we'd probably say. Nisi, unless lesbia amat, loves, may, Either a jussive or an optative. Let me, so present subjunctive, let me be hanged. So it would be either a compound of AO or second conjugation. Let me be hanged. Let me go to ruin, literally. Quo signo, by what sign? Like, how can I tell? Quia, which is a variation on the word because. I remember the word quia because it was in my school song. There was a Latin verse in it, and at quia, that's how I remember that word. Because sunt can be they are, but there I would sound better. Just as many of my words. So totidem is like saying, yeah, it's related to the word idem, like the same. So just as many of maya. My verba understood. Deprecor, deponent verb. So just compound of precor, which is a deponent verb. I'm deprecating ilam, that understood woman, her. Assidue, adverb, continually. Verum, but. Dispeream again, let me be hanged. Nisi. Oh, sorry, no. Where on earth is the but? Hang on. I don't know where the but is. That maybe should be in our quote marks, but unless it means but truly, but I don't think it does. Maybe but let me be hanged unless I verum truly love her. Understood. 93. Oh, this one's very short anyway. 93, there we go. Oh, Caesar now. Okay, so you got to remember that. Yeah, so just this period, 1st century BCE. Just you have Horace, Catullus, Virgil in terms of writers and poets, and Julius Caesar, Augustus Caesar. So this one is about Caesar. Nil is a variation of known. You can just say known. It's short for nihil as well, which means nothing, but it can replace known sometimes. So in this case, it would replace neck because, so yeah, just the fact that it starts with the N, it's a negative word. So you can just say neither. Now, studeo means studying. Studying means being keen. So if you're a student, that's a PAP of the word studio. So to being keen is what being a student is. That's what studying is. Being enthusiastic. So so yeah, you do your study. You study hard. You're not unenthusiastic. So in this case, it's not studying. It means being keen. So that's what studying means. So I'm neither. Now nimium can mean too much. But you can just say very in this case. I'm neither very keen. Vocative, O Caesar. Two infinitives in a row. To wish, to please. That takes a dative, which is why it's tibi. To please you. And then the second one, neck, nor am I very keen. Scire, to know. Yeah, utrum and. So in vocab in chapter 29, we saw that this was what you have when you have two options as a question. Here it's just not a direct question, but yeah. So nor to know, nor am I keen to know whether. Yeah, so you have to say here. Yeah, it says you may be, but you can just say you are. So present subjunctive, but you can just treat it like a present indicative. Whether you are an albus, so like the word album, albino, a white, an ater homo, or a black man. So whether you are good or bad. So Caesar, a polarizing political figure in Rome, as dictators sort of tend to be with their followers and their detractors. I'll see if I'll end there in a sec. I'm definitely not going to do that one. Yeah, I'll leave it at that for today. Okay.